Yo, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another Minnesota Twins game review. That was awful. Let's just put it that way. I don't know how we lost this game. It was obviously the clutch hitting and certain situations that we just didn't execute in, but looking at the box score, there is no reason we should not have won this game. That is just, it's very frustrating, but we're going to talk about it and see what, we can salvage from this game, hopefully moving forward. I mean, goodness sakes. That was bad. I mean, we really didn't do that bad, but we did awful. You know what I'm saying? It's really hard to articulate the words for this game. Let's just go through it. Maybe we can try to figure something out together. So, Gibson. Let's start with the box score. Sorry. Start with the box score. We lost 6-4, but we had 15 hits to their 8 hits. We also made an error. We're going to go through every inning in depth here, but why do we keep losing to Ivan Nova? He was literally one of the worst pitchers this year, and he gives up 10 hits, but only 2 runs. That's how you know things were not going our way. We left 10 guys on base, which really isn't out of the ordinary for us. And we were 3 for 9 with runners in scoring position, but it was just when we got those hits that really hurt us. So let's start with Gibson, because obviously we can't beat Nova, so obviously our pitching has to be better, right? Gibson didn't do that bad. He gave up 6 hits, 5 runs, all of them were earned, struck out 4, only walked 1 in 6 2/3 innings. That is the longest performance a pitcher's gone in almost 2 weeks. I don't think so. I'm sure we've had a 7 inning in there, I thought, 1 or 2 times, but that's not bad. I mean, the 5 runs, again, a little bit more than I'm sure he would have liked to given up. But let's go look at the plays. Okay, let's start with the first inning. Okay, first inning, he gives up a single. So what? Ground ball double play gets him out of the inning. Second inning, ground out, strikeout. Third inning, strikeout, single, fly out, home run. Now we're down 4-2. Okay, so that's the third inning, of course, and this is the one bad inning he had, right? Gives up a single, gives up another single, gives up a single, 1-run score, so it's 2-1 and a home run by Jose Abreu, which literally, that was the only thing, right? That was the only thing that cost us in this game. If they don't hit that home run, I mean, maybe it's a double or something. They might take the lead 3-2. They might tie the game 2-2. The home run is literally what hurt us, and he threw it first pitch. I mean, he hammered it. It was all over it. What was it? Second deck or third deck? I can't quite remember, but that was the one bad pitch Gibson threw in his 6 2/3 innings. I mean, obviously gave us some other hits, of course, but that's what killed us last night was the home run by Jose Abreu. Because then if you look at the fourth, strikeout, ground out. Go to the fifth, pop out, line out, ground out. Go to the sixth, ground out, strikeout, ground out. Go to the seventh, double, ground out, walk, and then a sack bunt on a 0-2 count. That was stupid, okay? But that's not the point. 8th inning, single, ground out, walk, single, they score another run. The last 2, that was dumb, but then the 9th inning, we got 2 strikeouts. So, I mean, you could tell, we almost had 1, 2, 3 inning or just a single in there every other inning. Even those last 2 runs, so what? I mean, they happen, right? They got 1 run in the third off of a couple of singles and 3 runs otherwise. We scored 4. That's more runs than 3. But it's just that home run that really blew it open for them, and of course that stinks. But let's go back to the first inning because our hitting actually did really well. I do want to talk about this though. How did we lose this game after we started off so hot? I mean, a 10-pitch at bat, and he doubles. How about that? What a guy. He is absolutely freaking incredible. Polanco hits a double as well. His 33rd of the season. He came up later and also helped us out, but he had a double and we were up 1-0. Then a squirrel comes in and it's an on-field delay. How about that? Running around the Twins dugout, but Nelson Cruz comes up, gets us a single, and puts us up 2-0. Nelson Cruz is back. That's right. You heard it here. That's great. I like having him back. He did good last night. So how do you lose after the first inning? Like I said, it's just that home run. We don't give up that home run, we win the game, probably. But other than that, pitching-wise, was pretty good. Harper went 1 out. He got the out, and that was it through the 7th. Thorpe through the next 2. He gave up 2 hits, 1 earned run, struck out 3, walked 1. That's not bad. 3 pitchers. That saves our bullpen for the next couple of days, even though I would have rather won this game, But it saves our bullpen. We didn't have to use guys that we would normally use. Thorpe is probably going to get sent back down to AAA, and if he doesn't, that's good, because then we can use him again because he is a good pitcher. And then Harper only threw 1 out. He threw 4 pitches. So, definitely saved our bullpen. Gibson did throw, 99. So, it's not like he went over his limit. He'll be back in 4 or 5 days. This was not a bad game pitching-wise. Like I said, take away the home run, and we win this game. But the rest about hitting, it's just, if you look at these numbers in the box score, there's no reason we should have lost this game. So, I told you already about the first inning where we had a couple of singles, a double, and we scored a couple of runs, right? It was 2-0. Well, let's go to the second, because this is where we just start accumulating hits, and we don't score. So we had a single and another single in the second. Didn't score. Third inning, we had a single. Did not score. The fourth inning, let's go. Fourth inning, we had a walk and a double. Did not score. In the fifth, 1, 2, 3. In the sixth, a single and another single. Did not score. In the seventh, Jorge Polanco hits a home run, and we get our third run of the game. That was pretty nice. But there you go. He hits a home run. His 18th on the year, by the way. He's going to hit 20, and that's going to be awesome because that'll be 7 players that have 20 home runs. That'll be pretty dope. We also hit another single in that inning. Did not score again. In the 8th inning, we did not score, and we went 1, 2, 3. 2 times we went 1, 2, 3 this game, and we didn't score in the other innings. That's bad. In the 9th inning, this is the inning that we really needed to score in. So Mitch Garver grounds out to start the 9th inning. Luis Arraez singles because he was a freaking beast last night. Jorge Polanco is grounded out into a force out, so Jorge Polanco takes first, and Arraez gets out at second. Nelson Cruz singles on the first pitch. Eddie Rosario singles on the first pitch, and a run scores. Nelson Cruz goes to second, and we are down by 2. It is 4-6 at this point, of course, because that's how the game ended, and Miguel Sano strikes out. Now, if you go through Miguel Sano's last at-bat, it's whatever. Had a chance, and we blew it. But that's the clutch hitting that we missed last night. It's just, not that I'm saying Miguel Sano is garbage because he missed it. It happens. I'm sure anybody else, you can only get so lucky in an inning, right? And we already had 3 hits in that inning, which scored a run. You can't ask for much more than that. You wish that you would be in a situation where, in the case where we didn't give up that home run, and they still scored the one before, and let's just say the 2 after that. Of course, you can't play a what-if game in baseball, but, if you score in the 7th, the 8th, and the second one, or the third once, it's 3, and then we had 2 in the first, 1 in the 7th, that's a walk-off. Again, you can't play the what-if game, but we would have enough runs to beat them, especially, getting that last run in the 9th inning. And we even had the chance at a walk-off. It wasn't like, we didn't have a chance. We had a chance, and we didn't get it. So that really, really stinks. But it was a frustrating game in that sense that we had guys on base. 10 guys on base is a lot. That's about what we usually have, isn't it? Maybe I'm wrong. A little bit less than that. But 3 for 9 with runners in scoring position. Again, not great, but that's not terrible. The only thing is you got to compare it to their numbers tonight. And again, that home run really helped because it was with 2 outs. I didn't mention that, but with 2 outs, they were 3 for 8 with runners in scoring position and only left 4 guys on base. That's just better, right? It's not like we did bad. It's just they did a lot better. So it's frustrating, but you know what? It happens, and now we can go beat them the next 2 times, right? That's what we need to do, is beat them 2 more times at home, and hopefully Cleveland will lose to the Mets. That's what we could say. We are 2 games up now because Cleveland didn't play yesterday, but before the video ends, I do want to go through the rest of the hitting stats. Like I said, if you look at these hitting stats, it's almost crazy to think that we didn't win this game. So, Arraez led off last night. I love that. 3 for 5. Great with a run. Polanco 2 for 5 with 2 RBIs and 3 runs with his home run in there as well. Cruz back from the DL is 2 for 5 with an RBI. Rosario went 3 for 5 with an RBI, and Sano went 2 for 5. That is crazy. Out of the 20 at bats that these guys had tonight, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. There was 5 5-2. That is 12 for 20 in this game, and we still lost. That is incredible. It's because the guys behind him did not do very well. Gonzalez, he went 0 for 4. Cave went 2 for 4. Crone went 1 for 4, but Castro 0 for 2. Garver 0 for 1. It's just that bottom of the lineup. They couldn't send it back to the top, right? And that's problematic. And then, of course, you know, you're not going to get hits every single time in a row like we did in that 9th inning. So it's like, you know, Arise and Polanco get on base, but then the next 3 guys get out. But then the next time it's flipped, right? Arise and Polanco get out, but the next 3 guys get on base. So it's just timing, right? It's just you got to time it better. And, of course, that just comes with patience. It comes with being aggressive and patience. I mean, you know what I'm saying. But it's just the unluck of the draw, the short end of the stick tonight. A very, I would say, frustrating loss, but you know what? We get to come back. It's not our bats, right? I mean, it is our bats that we needed to be more clutch and get more runs in, but at least we were getting hits. Or they'll fall, right? It was just a bad game for getting them across the plate, but they'll fall and it'll work. So that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Also, comment down below because I like reading your comments and talking to you guys. So also, check above my head for yesterday's video. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.